Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. My name is Plummy, and in this video I'm gonna be reacting to ITZY-I's recently released mini album It's Me. But before we get into it, I just want to apologize again for not posting anything for I think at this point it's become close to 2 weeks. I'm sorry about that. I've explained into a separate video the health issue that I've had in the last few weeks that I've had to deal with. But do not get any worries from you. It's just a nasal spray addiction that I've been having to deal with, and the fact that I've been getting off my nasal spray addiction, why I haven't been able to do any videos. And additionally, because of all the events happening right now around the world, I've been constantly reading news about that, so yeah, I've been kind of busy with that. But I feel like I'm gonna be getting back into doing my videos, because just watching and reading about the news is just too depressing to me right now. So I just want to get my mind onto something, and yeah, I just want to get into doing the things that I love. So yeah, the songs we're gonna be reacting to in this video are going to be I Don't Wanna Dance, Nobody Like You, That's a No-No, Ting Ting Ting, and You Make Me. So without further ado, let's get into the reaction, starting with I Don't Wanna Dance in 3, 2, 1. I gotta say, for the title track, it's definitely grown on me. I mildly like it, but I definitely like it much more now. So I feel like that's how I'm gonna feel for a lot of these songs. Because ITZY's songs tend to be very kind of experimental in their song structure, which I like, but it's hard to like them right off the bat. So I think I'm gonna have 2 listens to each song from this album, we'll see. Honestly, I don't have much to say about this one. There was so far one moment where it sounded really good, but the rest is just par for the course. The hook is kinda catchy. This is my favorite part, where they say "not a call a chance." The way they sing it is really catchy. I love the way they do it. Honestly, this song is kind of boring in a weird way. The chorus is fine. I even would go as far to say I really like it. But the verses are kind of just not that interesting. They're weirdly monotonous. But don't get me wrong, it's not a bad song. I still like it. Okay, so I might check out some of these songs twice, but it's gonna be a case-by-case basis, just wanna say. For this one, I think I've got it pretty much after one listen, so I'm not gonna check it out again. So yeah, as I said, I like the chorus. It's pretty catchy. There are some different beats going for it, and it's more interesting. Like there's more variety during the chorus in the way the song sounds, which I think is why I like the chorus more compared to the what was the word? God damn it, it slipped my mind. The verses, compared to the verses. The verses are a bit too simple. Like, not enough is going on for them. There's no interesting inflections or anything to the way they're singing, so it's kind of boring in a way, but for the most part, I like this song. It feels like a good song. It doesn't feel like a bad song. It's not weird or off-putting or anything. It's just kind of on the safe side in a certain way. So personally, I'm going to give this one a 7.8 out of 10 because I still liked it, but it could have had more going for it than it does. Objectively, I'm going to put it at about 8.2 out of 10 because it's not a bad song, and I feel like if you're a fan of ITZY's music, you're gonna like this one. So yeah, I guess let's move on to the next song of this video, that being Nobody Like You, in 3, 2, 1. Okay, instantly this one has more of my attention. I like the instrumental and the vibe of the song in general. Okay, I like this one. This one is really good. I know it's like the beginning of the song, but it already sounds so good. It gives off a certain vibe that I can't exactly put into words, but I like it. I feel I have listened to a similar song at some point, but I don't know, it just feels a bit, it reminds me of something. Okay, I think for this one, the case is gonna be very similar to the first one. I'm gonna get into it more once I'm done with the song. Does this count as rapping? I think it does. Okay, I kind of like the rock twang that this song kind of had in the instrumental. I really liked it. I think it reminds me of some American group, but I'm not sure exactly who. Maybe 5 Seconds of Summer or something, I don't know. just very reminiscent of some American pop music. I think it's pop music, I don't know, it just reminds me of something. And I really like it for what it is. The instrumental, as I said, I really like it. But similarly to the other song, the chorus is good and catchy, but the verses are kind of like meandering a little. Like, to a certain point, I enjoy them and listen to them, but they kind of lose me because I feel like they go on too long with not much happening into them to spark up my interest. Hopefully you get what I mean. So yeah, I think I like it more than the last one, but not by much really. So yeah, personally I'm gonna give this one an 8.1 out of 10, because as I said, I like it more than the last one. And objectively, I guess I'm gonna give it an 8.3 out of 10. As I said, it's not much more than the last one, but I feel like this one stands out more. The other one feels a bit kind of, I don't want to say cliche, but as I already called it, kind of safe. This one, I feel like it stands out more in the realm of K-pop. So yeah, let's move on to the next song of this video, that being That's a No-No, in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so far I'm not so sure on the intro. Okay, this part here I definitely like. Honestly, I feel like it should stick more to singing. At least I seem to like them more when they're singing rather than when they're doing the rap talking, because I'm not sure whether it's considered specifically rapping. Okay, that sounds interesting. Okay, this song so far is a bit all over the place. I'd say it's in a good way, but I'm not exactly sure so far. Because I feel like it has like 3 or 5 songs slapped together, which could have been very different songs. And yeah, the singing parts are definitely much more catchier than the rapping or talking or rap talking. At least for me. I feel like this will be a kind of a controversial song. Personally, I think I'm more on the liking it side of things rather than hating it. But I'm very close to the middle. Okay. So yeah, this song definitely sounds like a bit of a mess. There's like 3 different songs with different vibes and different tempos going on for it. Like there's one song that is kind of mainly singing, another that is a lot of rap talking, and whatever the chorus is. But I feel like it combines them together rather well. I think it could have been done much better, but for what it is, I actually kind of like it. And I feel like after a few more listens, it's gonna feel more coherent and put together, so it's not gonna be as much of a mess. So I think it's gonna grow on me. I think out of the three so far, this one is the riskiest with how much, and it's gonna be the most controversial, definitely. So it's gonna be a bit hard rating it, at least objectively. Personally, I'm gonna give it an 8.3 out of 10, and yes, you might notice that I've been giving a little bit more with each song, but hey, that's how I feel about it. The chorus, I don't know what that was, but it sounded pretty catchy, honestly. I think that was Yeji singing. But yeah, honestly, groups like ITZY are kind of confusing with the way they do the music. Like, it's kind of hard to say that it's good, because I feel like, I don't know. So objectively though, how am I going to rate this? It's gonna be definitely hard. I can see a lot of people hating it because it sounds like a complete mess, and maybe they would like a specific part of it, or maybe none of it. So yeah, it's definitely gonna be hard. I can see it objectively be as low as a 6.3 out of 10, to be honest. While at highest, I feel like it's gonna be an 8.3 out of 10. So depending on what you feel, how you feel about the song, it's either of those scores. Yeah, this wasn't bad. So far, I'd say I'm moderately liking this album. I don't think it's gonna be my favorite album of the year, or even in my top 5, but it's fine, I guess. And if you're curious about which album is my favorite this year, it's by far Dreamcatcher's recent album. Like, if you haven't listened to it, you should definitely do that, because it sounds so freaking good. But yeah, let's move on to the next song of this video, that being Ting 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 in 3, 2, 1. Okay, I like the vibe of the song. I feel like this one might be the most sophisticated so far. And by sophisticated, I specifically mean the most complete and the most finished. This one so far feels like that. Question, because I'm not exactly sure. Who are the rappers of this group, and do they have rappers? Because I haven't really ever delved into them to the point of like looking up their member profiles and everything. Which I'll probably do at some point, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, because I feel like with the songs that they have, they would benefit from having a rapper in the group, but I don't think they do have. Because I feel like right now, any of the members does both the singing and the rapping. Is every single member gonna sing that part? Yep. I think every single member sung that part during the chorus. That's cool. Okay, how long is this gonna go on? Because this is one of the most generic instrumentals I've ever freaking heard. Okay, so yeah, I still think this song is the most complete out of the four and the most sophisticated, but it also kind of suffers from something different from the other three, whether the other three, the verses were kind of hit or miss and mostly miss, and I mostly don't care about the verses. This one I feel like it does the verses rather well. Still, I don't think it's to the point of like me caring too much about them, but I didn't hate them, I guess. I wasn't bored by the verses. They were mildly interesting, but at the same time it suffers from very boring and generic instrumental. Like compared to the other three, Nobody Like You I think has the best one. The other two kind of have some interesting things in the instrumentals, but this one is kind of like very generic kind of bass. I don't know, it's just not really that interesting. But I did enjoy this song. The chorus is catchy and pretty much it's very ITZY like, so I like that obviously. But yeah, I don't have that much to say about this song, so I'm just gonna go for the ratings. Personally, I'm gonna give this one an 8.4 out of 10. I know. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I feel like it's the best out of the four so far, and the best done. Objectively, I think again I'm gonna give it pretty much the same score, 8.4 out of 10. It doesn't really feel like it's gonna be much. I feel like for ITZY style of music, it should appeal to me exactly. But for some reason, I'm not as into it as I kind of want to be. But the style of music that they're doing is pretty much my kind of thing, which is why I feel like I'm so good at kind of pointing out even the objective opinion of people I think people would have with this one, and why the scores between objective and personal tend to be so similar in this one. But yeah, I guess let's get into the last song of this video, that being You Make Me, in 3, 2, 1. This sounds like a very dope rap song, but I don't think it's gonna be. Okay, they're not doing that bad. But again, I feel like the group would benefit much more if they had an actual rapper in the group. Because a lot of the stuff, the songs that they're doing, the style that they're doing them, it's kind of usually what you see in very rap heavy songs, which I think is why I like it so much. Okay, I think this one is my favorite song out of the 5. And the one that I am most likely to listen to, even on my own. The instrumental is interesting, the verses are interesting, the chorus is kind of interesting. I'll have to pay attention to it a bit more to this side, but probably I'll like it. I love Leah's voice, I gotta say. Her singing is so good. Honestly, I think it's just, as I said, their singing is so good. I honestly don't sing as much as they should in my opinion. Because their singing I freaking love. It sounds so good. The rapping, I don't hate it, and it's not bad, but it's clear that they're not proper rappers, at least for me. If I'm wrong and they are actual rappers, correct me, but I don't think they are. And I think that's kind of dragging down their songs. Hopefully you won't hate me for saying this, that's just how I feel. Okay, so we ended up with a banger, not with a whimper, which I'm actually glad for, because the rest of the songs, I mean, you saw my reaction. I like them moderately, but this one I honestly love. I will be listening to it definitely on my own. The instrumental was interesting and catchy. The singing was really good. Like, out of the 5 songs, I think this one has the best singing, and honestly even the best rapping, because this song kind of feels like a very rappy kind of song. Like, I really like it. Personally, I'm gonna give this one a 9.2 out of 10. As I said, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10 personally. I really like it. I love everything about it, really. I can't really complain about anything except, again, the fact that I feel like it would have benefited much more if some of the girls were actual rappers. So yeah, if you guys have any K-pop songs you want me to react to, make sure to comment them down below and I'm gonna add them to my list, though I don't promise when I'm gonna get to your specific request, because I have a long list of songs that I have to react to, and it might take a while, but I think I'm gonna do it eventually, but I just don't want to promise anything. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. Also check out the description to my Twitter if you want to follow me there, and to my Wattpad where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you do end up enjoying my stories or simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to Patreon or Subscribestar, where you can pledge your support and help keep the channel running, help support me so I can keep on writing. Additionally, I just want to mention that huge part of the money you decide to support me with are gonna go towards my transition, because if you haven't been following my channel for a while and you haven't noticed, simply I am transgender, and I want to transition, though I'm not exactly sure when I'm specifically male to female or just non-binary, but I still want to transition, so any amount of money that help me out with that is appreciated. But if you don't want to do it, because I don't want to guilt trip you, especially in these current times, if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. You can still help out by liking this video, subscribing, and especially sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. And I think that's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!